So this week's class, we kind of went over pedagogy. It kind of just goes over how there's different types of classes and there's different ways of learning. Kind of an example that you gave was art class will be different than a biology class will be. Then there's different sorts of pedagogy. You got authentic and transformative. Um, Authentic would be like a hands-on economic, whereas a transformative would be like an art class where you're talking with your neighbors and throwing out different ideas and kind of coming to conclusions that way, and just letting everybody put their own opinion out there. Um, couple types of authentic include didactic pedagogy, which is it involves routines, consumption, recitation, and testing at the end. Um, so that's kind of just your standard class of learning about something and keep reciting it like a vocabulary word and testing it at the end. Then you have authentic pedagogy, it's real life experiences, also known as progressivism. So a couple dimensions of pedagogy. Didactic, it actually means to teach. Architectonic, it's the space or area where we're learning. So that's kind of getting into if we're in a classroom, if we're in a big lecture hall, if we're under a tree learning about trees. That's what the architectonic talks about. And also the dynamic of how it's set up. If you have desk in rows, if you have desk in if you have you can have them so where they're lined up for the teacher, so everybody's looking at the teacher, or you can have it to where you got groups of people where it's more based on the students collaborating with each other. So that's some different kinds of examples of architectonic. So lastly, I'm gonna hit on what we learned about expert novice. An example of that was like riding a bike is now easy, and it just comes natural. You can hop on it. I could hop on one right now, and I haven't ridden one in a year or whatever. But we used to be scared and nervous whenever we first got on it. So it's kind of just that same concept of learning how we can, like, counting, like multiplying. At first it all seemed so difficult and that we would never do it, and now it's just like the back of our hands. So that's kind of the basic gist of that, and a general overview of the week.